Mark Coleman, out of the bee yard today, just cleaning up some wax. If you're going to do this in the kitchen, you better be sure, one, that you have your own set of pots, and two, that you clean up the kitchen properly, because your life is forfeit if you mess up your wife's kitchen. This is going to start out by putting the pile of dirty wax into a pot of water, bring it to the boil. Still a lot of protein from pollen, baby bees, bee larvae, and honey. That's all of that foam cooking on the top. Wait until this entire thing melts down and then get it out and strain it. Bubble, bubble, toil and trouble. You can see debris in the top. Obviously some of that debris is environmental grass. There are some larvae, some pupae, a lot of honey. It smells pretty good. Sometimes it gets a bit of a weird smell, but I think that's obviously a protein burning. There will obviously be quite a lot of honey still left. I don't work on fine margins. This is not my business. I do this for fun. Just collect this wax for my own use and just boil this up for a while. What's going to happen, you're going to end up on top, at the top, with debris, floating debris. That'll strain off. Then wax. When that settles out below the wax, there'll be another layer, and then dirty water underneath that. So, need a second pot. That's what I have here. That's a dedicated spoon and a dedicated sieve to actually clean that. And I'm going to sieve that mess in a moment into the second pot. That was the one pot full of crap. And this is the other one. This is some old comb. There's a lot of sheds and pupae and junk inside that. But already, when one looks at the wax, it's looking pretty good. And then sometimes you have a bit of a disaster. So we've got to clean up here, and it's going to be clean before my wife gets back, that's for sure. The crime scene cleanup is progressing quite well. I'll be able to be on CSI Miami. That redhead dude with the sunglasses won't be able to catch me. I see the junk floating on the top, and then down at the bottom, underneath the melted wax, bit of crap on the bottom. We'll scrape that off, and soon have a nice clean block of wax. Allowed the first lot of wax to dry, emptied out all the water. Water was quite dirty, and then boiled up the wax, melted it again, and this is the second time leaving it to solidify. Looking really good, quite clean. This is the fourth rendering, and the wax is now really clean. I'm happy with this, and I'll now assess, once this is dried and cooled, how much wax we actually have, starting with that horrible black stuff at the beginning. Now just allow the wax to cool and solidify. That's the underside. One chunk of lovely rendered wax. It could do better if you did it a few more times. You can get a much more aesthetically pleasing result, but that's pretty good from the dirty stuff that we started with.